Tea then.
Okay. Did you get the cards? No. Okay.
I forgot them. They're
It's okay.
over there
Just do these.
in the. Oh,
That's
you
fine.
want to just do those?
Yeah. Thank you. Hey, hello, and welcome to the Witching Hour with Nina.
Miranda.
And today we're going to talk about why most single people are, or most spiritual people are single, or why they have a hard time finding love. So before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and do the 1, 2, 3. So pick your number, 1, 2, or 3.
Okay. Don't look at me because I ain't telling none of y'all on the thing my number, okay? Because knowing me, it'd be like some messed up stuff, and then you guys would be like, yeah, well,
Okay.
Still.
So if you got your number ready, this is going to be for the number ones. We'll see what falls out. Number ones for the week. Okay, so a lot of you have had a lot of rapid change, and then it's just gone silent and stagnant, and you're kind of wondering what the hell's going on. What? That was your number, huh?
No, it wasn't. I just
Oh.
feel like they're all pertaining to me, but that's definitely happened to me recently. If you ain't gonna go ghost, then maybe we can talk. Keep going, baby.
Okay, so this stagnant energy is time to rest after the change. And it is time to rest so that you can allow things to shift and catch up to you so that it can bring in your blessings and the things that you changed for. So sometimes things are eliminated from our life so that we can bring in new things for us. New
That's how she
people.
looks at me, you guys.
Yes.
I'm being
because-
judged right now. No,
I'm
just
judging
kidding.
the fuck out of her. Yes, I am. So just be patient with that. Don't feel like just because, your nervous system is out of whack because now you're stagnant. Now, no, rest. Utilize the time to rest and relax and take that time for your own mental break and spiritual and energetic break.
She said it, you guys. So you'll see me next time in my pajamas, and my hair's not even gonna be brushed.
It's okay. As long as you brush your grill, I'm all good.
Can't
Okay, this is
Tina.
for number 2. Number 2. See what we got going on for the number 2s.
Hi, Susie. We love you too.
Hello, hello. Okay, so number 2. You don't need to put so much effort in your decision making, okay? A lot of you guys have a lot of doubt and insecurities, and you need confirmation, and you need signs, and you need somebody to come in your face and say, hey, do this. No, you don't need that. Everything's going to start falling into place the way it needs to, especially if you are looking for work, money, or something to secure you with as far as financially. This is coming in for you. Just go with the flow. No need to make decisions. Understand you do need to do the footwork. Like if you're looking for a job, you better apply because a job ain't gonna fall out of the sky, guys. But just know that what's right for you is going to come in. You've been missing a lot of duds as far as work, finances, or opportunities coming along, and it's because they're not for you. They're not for you. But best believe the right one's coming along. So
That was a
just
good one,
hang in
guys.
there.
That was a good one.
Hey, number threes. And 1, 2, and 3.
Oh. Just kidding. Yeah. You remember that?
3. What is it?
The count? Yeah.
Yeah.
3. Oh.
A la peanut butter sandwiches. Is that not what he said? Okay, so this is for people that feel like they are putting in work and putting in work and putting in work, and you are getting nothing out of it, and it seems like you're taking a half step forward and 10 steps back. You guys, there is a reason for this. It is because you are not making the changes you need, okay? And you're still hanging on to things that are holding you back. And this could be people, places, or things, and most likely it's people, okay? I am gonna say that. And this is anybody that is taking from you, taking from your energy, not helping you, being a mooch off of you, or just dragging you down emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. You're not going to have any change in your life. You're not going to move forward until you get rid of these things that you have been called on to do time and time again, whether it's your intuition, other people, circumstances, but best believe, if you don't make that decision, you're going to come to a point where the universe is going to make it for you, and it will be ripped from you instead of you making that decision to let it go. Okay, so number 3 is, that's what we got.
Damn.
Yeah, that was a little harsh, but you know what? This is how we do it. And ain't no other way. So let's get to these motherfuckers being single, because me and Miranda are both single. I think, are you still single this week?
Fuck, who knows?
I never know.
We don't even know.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't even know. I'm always single. That's my problem. Is I'm always single
Mhm.
because they make it seem like they want to come in and act right, and then they don't act right. And I'm a Virgo. You can't. I'm a dick.
Well,
And they're not strong enough to put up with my attitude. Okay, just saying. I sent back a redneck hick ass Marine. Okay, he can't keep up with me, and those guys are supposed to be high speed.
I'm gonna tell you, Miranda, and I have to just I'm gonna put you on blast. I feel like when you do find somebody, you on purpose, and this might be subconsciously, act out even more, like 10 times harder than what she naturally does to push them away. See, agreeing.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Yes. So you got to work on that, baby girl.
I'm just trying to make sure they can handle my not crazy days. It's gonna feel like
So-
bliss with me, okay?
So she does extra crazy. That's so funny.
Oh, that's awful. She's all 1,000%.
See, we got so many people agreeing right here. So many. So I do want to go back to folklore. So a lot of brujas, curanderas, pagan, witches, anybody that practices, or the local witch, you know,
This means boys, y'all, because
wizards.
we don't use warlocks in the word of witches. We'll say male witches. There's a reason for that, and if you're in the magical world, you know why. But
Okay.
move forward, Nina. Give us
Yes,
give
yes.
us the tea.
This is because, like a nun, they have devoted themselves to God. Well, they have devoted themselves to spirit. Okay.
There you go.
And with this, they are claimed by their gifts, and they're devoted to their energy, ancestors, and the unknown. And so this is why most, like in folklore, they believe that most brujas or anybody that works in that type of area will not have a partner. And a lot of the times it is because most people can't keep up with them. And it's not because they're unlovable. It's not because they have too high of a vibration. Nothing like that.
And there's a bunch of single witches in the shop right now. They're like,
Yeah,
hmm.
yeah. So
Oh.
so that is the folklore, and that's usually why you'll see like a lot of the older, like the brujas from your culture, whether it's pagans or whatever. Most of them are single. In movies, none of them have mates. None of them have partners.
Now I know that the ones I have always said, I've always said it takes a really strong person to love a witch, and I've said that with military men and women as well as witches. It's just a different cut. You have to be a different cut. I will say when I met my husband, he didn't believe in any of this, and then all of a sudden he was like, "What?" And then up to before he passed, it was like, "Oh." He would actually go in, prepare things for me before we got into the house cleansing, and he would start the charcoal and everything else while I was talking to the clients.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, he didn't believe in it before, and then afterwards, and then, oh, this is so awful. I don't know if I've told you guys this story before, or you. But we were all at a family barbecue, and it was a pool party, and I had to run inside to get the ice cream because we're doing cake and ice cream, you guys. It's a kids' party, and I walked back out, and my sisters, and my brother, and we were dating at the time, my husband. They were all talking. Well, don't you ever worry that she's gonna curse you or? He's like, I've thought of that before, and this is like when we're very first dating, and I was like, this is probably why all of them run away. Like, what? What? You know what?
Yeah.
Have you had that?
I've had that. Like being on dating sites and shit. I've had somebody be like, oh, you're beautiful and this and that, and trying to put their Mac on, and
Oh, you get that
then,
awful pickup line. You're a witch. You cast a spell on
oh,
me.
hell no. They're like, oh, no, I don't fuck with that shit. Later. That's,
Oh, I get
yeah,
that.
I don't fuck with that
I
shit.
get that too. But mostly I get the really corny stuff like, oh, you're a witch. I know because you cast a spell on me. Yeah, keep fucking with me. I'm going to make sure that don't work either.
Right. Okay, so I am gonna say the universe is gonna keep these people away from you and let things not work, because having the wrong person and being somebody that works magically, spiritually, energetically all the time, and this is your livelihood, this is your business, having the wrong person by your side will drain the fuck out of you. You will not be as powerful as you need to.
Yes, you know what? And I can honestly say that I have been, and you guys have seen it, when I've been in certain relationships, I'm just like, what?
Yeah. Also, like, celibacy and refrain from having sex will make you more powerful. So where you can use the big O, right? She's like, I'm the most powerful motherfucker here. When you have your orgasm, yes, you can do sex magic with that, like, bringing in stuff like that. But when
She's
you're
all bringing it in.
Bringing
it in. She's weaving shit.
Okay, but when you have abstinence, it does make your energy stronger, because it is all you. There is no mixing. There is no having to add or take away or compensate for nothing, because it is all you. So keep that in mind as well. But also, powerful spiritual people will intimidate
Weaker.
souls. Intimidate weak souls. And you're going to find this a lot with the narcissists. They're going to come in trying to, control, trying to tell you you're stupid, like demeaning
Trying to bring
you.
stuff down.
Yeah, demeaning you. And that's not at first. The first it's love bombing and all that good shit. And
I attract narcissists.
okay, we're going to get into why we attract the same type of people first, in a little bit. But you need to understand that, like, when we have these types of energies, and most spiritual people have been through the dirt and back.
Mm-hmm.
And so
not just, I want to put it out there too, not with relationships, but their lives.
In life, yeah. And so they don't have a lot of energy they're willing to put into other people, and so they are very stuck it with their boundaries, or they find a lot of peace alone, and they're not willing to compromise that. And this is called avoidance.
This is avoidance.
You can't find somebody and be avoidant, you guys. Not at all.
Oops.
I'm
all oops.
So she's like, there it is. All right. Just letting you know, like, if you are spiritual and you keep attracting the same types of people, like, I have one friend that attracts alcoholics all the time. Me, I don't know, man. I attract different types of weirdos, but I swear to God. But most of them need help, and I hate that because now, before I'd be like, oh my God, let me help you because I feel so worthy that I'm needed. You guys, watch out for that.
No, seriously.
Watch out for that, because that is not a healthy way of thinking. You still have some healing to do. So you got to be mindful of yourself. Why do I feel like I need to fix somebody? Because we all know we can't fix nobody. Why do I feel like I attract needy people? Well, we're not doing this because you attract them. We're doing this because subconsciously you are choosing them. Bam.
Ooh.
Subconsciously you are choosing them. Okay? So, yeah, people run through our lives. Why do we choose the one that needs help? Why do we choose the one that's an alcoholic? Why do we choose the narcissist? It's because subconsciously our energy, our trauma, our nervous system is attracted to that still, and we're not completely healed, which we're never completely healed, okay? So don't be down on yourself about that, but start recognizing the patterns, because they're not just coming because the universe put them in your life. You know what I mean? They're not, I'm talking some truth here, so yeah.
I see, and I will tell people too, I'll tell my clients when they come up for like readings and stuff, and I'll be like, no, like the universe is going to keep testing you with that shit until you learn to swat it away.
Exactly. And just know that being spiritual and you've been through shit, that cuts like all your possibilities of love in half, okay? And then having boundaries cuts it even more in half. You know, and then
Oh,
what?
Jennifer Medina says, mic drop.
Oh yeah, bam. That's me, bam. You know, you might be like over spiritualizing love too, okay? And I know I'm kind of back and forth over here, but it's just so much in so many different areas that I want to make sure and get out there so that you guys can understand that this is what you need to look for. Over spiritualizing love, what the fuck does that mean? That means you're waiting for signs instead of like getting out and communicating. You guys, yes, the universe will bring people to your door. Maybe it's the friggin' IKEA man or the Amazon dude, you know, or girl, and that's the love of your life for the rest of your life. But more likely, 9 times out of 10, it's not. So, yes, look for signs, but don't depend solely on signs.
Oops.
To
Oops.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, he was late yesterday. I need to pull out the cards.
And then also, right. So, and also, some people are just like, any type of conflict, they already think, okay, this person's not for me. We're not aligned. You know what? It's normal to have conflict. You are 2 different people that grew up in 2 different spaces, and you're gonna have conflict, and that's okay. That doesn't mean they are not there for you. They are not the person for you. You know, so let's quit looking at perfection, because perfection is on TV and what's been planted.
That's so hard as a Virgo. That is like the worst thing. You know that?
Well,
worst thing.
But see, with Virgos, they want everybody to be perfect, but they don't look inward.
I was looking weird. What are you talking about?
Whatever.
I am like the worst critic on myself.
Yeah, but you don't change shit. You'll throw it all out there, but you don't change nothing.
I do change stuff. Look at our shop owners over here laughing. You know what, you guys? Why don't you just sit me down?
This is pick on Miranda.
Sit me down and just give it to me straight. Wow.
So, and people are expecting effortless connection.
Oh yeah.
No. You know, the way I see things is the harder it is to connect with somebody, there is something formed against you that is not letting you come in. And yeah, sometimes it might be the universe, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's challenges to see how badly you want this.
I was gonna talk to you, but I changed my mind. I was gonna say, and that's why none of your readings came out right for me. No, not really. No, her readings are, you guys, her readings are on point. Okay, her readings are on point, and it's scary.
Yeah.
So I can't even tell her that. Y'all, give me some good comebacks. They're picking on me today.
Yeah, I know. So, you know, we, as spiritual people, we outgrow settling, you know, and so I'm going to say that cuts it another 25% from your...
So you Cancers,
yeah.
You Cancers, when you guys decide to be hermits, that makes perfect sense. Because you guys wear your hearts on your sleeve, but when you're done, and that explains a lot.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, with you like outgrowing and not settling, you know, the stuff that used to be exciting, like the challenges and the drama and the, oh my god, he has another girl trying to talk shit and I'm gonna go beat her ass and fuck her and her homegirls and I'm gonna bring my homegirls. You know what I mean? All that no longer pertains to us, because we're like, that's not even worth all my energy. Let me just hang up, click, bye, have them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so...
And I run into that a lot. I don't know if you do, but I run into it a lot where guys are like, oh, well, you're not going to fight her? No.
Really? No, yeah.
No. Like...
So I'll fight you first, fool.
Yeah, for real. For real. Like, you want me to be jealous? You want me to entertain somebody? I think a little bit of jealousy is nice, just, you know, but not over the top.
You know, and I come from the ride or die, and I know you do too.
Yeah.
You know, the ride or die chick, and, you know, I had to learn how to stop romanticizing that. Like,
That's
yeah,
true.
I'm down, and I'm this, and I'm that, and, you know, when I looked at it, all I did was hurt myself. So that is where I've grown a little bit in that area. You know, doing illegal shit, doing crazy shit, doing like off the wall shit. And I did learn a lot from it, not gonna lie, you know, but at the same time, I lost who I was in all of that because everything was for the other person and not for myself. So that's a big eye opener. You know what I mean?
What will I tell? Oh, so we've got somebody that's asking questions about Aries.
Okay.
I will tell you with Aries, you guys are the hardest to get close to. You guys put up a block, but once that person's in, you love them wholeheartedly. But you also keep that person on such a high pedestal that you wait for them to come down, and then you just shut everything out. Shut everything out. So.
And I've noticed in mostly males too that they get bored easily.
Mm-hmm.
They get bored easily, so they will
especially Aries, that you have to keep their attention.
Yeah, because they will have like the love of their life right here, and then all of a sudden drop here's somebody else, and they're just the love of their life again too. And yeah, they get bored very easily. You've got to keep that attention, and that kind of sucks. But I do think that comes from a
different place, as it has to do with their whole masculine type of.
Yeah, and I just know that for people that are still healing, remember your boundaries.
Yeah, you guys, I can't tell you how I know I've heard you say it, I've heard Jeanette say it, I know that I say it. Seriously, your boundaries are key. If you don't want something, let them know that. That don't mean okay, they're an alcoholic, but you know what? Maybe I can get them down to 1 beer a day. No, no. Or maybe since they're in recovery, if I just let everything go good, or I don't let them struggle, or they're not stressed out, everything's going to go good. No, that is a demon that they have put in their life that they will fight every single day.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys,
excuses for somebody.
And if you guys are a team, you guys are really about it, then fine, right into battle with that mofo. But at the same time, don't be taking that on by yourself.
No. And if you're feeling drained or feeling taken advantage of, you're being drained and taken advantage of. You're being used, So for the people that are still healing, you might not even see some of these patterns, but just remember, you cannot control who is attracted to you, but you can control who you entertain. Okay, that is the main thing. And if you're seeing like, oh, okay, that's a red flag, but I'll overlook it because it's not too big. No.
Yeah.
No. That is just the beginning. And if it's within the first few hours of you knowing a person, my God, could you imagine after a year how many red flags are going to show up?
There's another witch in the crowd that feels called out. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. Also, you guys, when you have that immediate bond with somebody and you get into deep conversation, that is somebody who is unstable. They're not willing to go and take the challenge and take the time to get to know somebody. But also on the other end, if you feel like you have to overshare and share who you are, why are you oversharing? Is it to prove that you've changed? Is it to prove to yourself that you're deep and that you're worthy?
You guys, that's also a narcissistic trait.
Yeah.
It's a very big sign to the narcissist. A lot of times they'll bait you in.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be like, okay, I'm gonna say this, so they feel like, and then go quiet, so that way they feel like they have to keep giving more and giving more, and then I'm learning about them without having to have the same feedback of you learning about them.
Exactly. And I used to say, well, I want you to know everything about me so you understand me. No, because that's not who I am anymore, and that's something that I used to hang on to, and I was so adamant about, and that's share all of my fucking traumas and this and that, and I'm just like, okay, that makes me look like a little weenie, first of all,
And she's not, she's tough.
I don't want to be a weenie.
I'm not a weenie. Or what does he say on Shark Tale? Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a weenie or something like that.
He goes, I'm not a loser, I'm a wiener.
Oh. Oh my gosh. And so just know that these deep and fast bonds, they're probably going to leave just as quickly as they came in. That's just sporadic. That's just what it is, because of the fact that things that are quick to come in are quick to go out, and that is the energy that it's giving. Okay, you can't change energy. It's
like a
moving in
candle,
fast.
y'all.
It's moving out fast. Okay.
Like a candle. You want that slow burn.
So
No, I'm just
a
kidding.
lot of us like, cause I feel like I'm constantly trying to work on myself and shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why are they still coming in like this? You know, and a lot of the times it's because your awareness has outgrown the patterns that you no longer want, but your boundaries are still catching up.
Dang.
Your boundaries are still catching up, so you don't have the boundaries in place for yourself that are matching your awareness, and that's okay. It's gonna take a minute, but like I said, it's gonna happen over and over and over and again until you're tired of it, and you refuse to put up with shit, okay, or those
Oy, oy,
certain
oy.
traits.
Oh, yeah. This is rough. This
I
is rough.
know. So I wanted to go into like people with the same patterns. You know, a lot of the time when we subconsciously choose people with the same type of pattern, you know, like the alcoholics, the narcissists, with me it was always the broke motherfuckers that wanted me to take care of them like a mama. You know, it's because when they come in, that subconsciously and neurologically their energy feels safe because it's familiar.
That makes sense.
It's familiar. So with that, you do have to do some deep shadow work with yourself. Like, look at the trend of all of your relationships and find out what is all of the way they came in. Why did you choose them? What allowed them to catch your interest? You know what I mean? And you will find the pattern there. You will find what it is that you're allowing them to come in. Even if it's a little door, that energy is going to flow right through, guys. Even if it's a little small thing that's not healed, their energy is going to flow right through, and it automatically hits your brain and like, oh, this was familiar. I grew up in a chaotic home, like, you know, with no love and yelling and beating, and
then
so
that's okay, because I can roll with that.
Yeah,
No,
it's
you
something
really
I can
don't
handle.
need to, though.
You do not. And then also, like, we attract, especially empaths, spiritual people. We attract people that need to be fixed or that feel broken because
Of the
the energy, and we naturally hold space without even
realizing
wanting to. Yeah, we naturally hold space, and you know, and this is hard, especially for the empaths. Okay.
So those of you that can walk in rooms and feel all those people's emotions, and all of a sudden you were happy, and then somebody's crying and you're crying and losing your stuff, that's you guys.
Mm-hmm. And so when you hold safe space for people, those people that are alone, that are suicidal, that are broken, they feel seen by you, and so then they want to cling to you. Okay, and that is a trauma bond. You do not want to create trauma bonds with people.
No, you don't, because those are awful to try and get rid of, and you know, it's a lot easier to not pick up that habit than it is to try and put a habit down. I feel like I have a child who's like that with relationships, and it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, and you know, people think, well, they're just sad. That's not damaging. No, it really is, you guys. It really is, because it pulls so much of that natural beauty that's within that person out. It brings them down, and it can put them in bad situations just because they're trying to be the hero.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and being the fixer is like, you know, it's some people think, oh, well, I'm going to be their last lesson before they change into a good person. If they wanted to be a good person, they would be already.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not true. It is not true. You know, and most of the time too, when we are able to fix people, or they're like, oh my gosh, you're a godsend. And I get this a lot because, you know, with the readings and the different stuff that I do, and I know you do too, people come back and they're like, oh my gosh, you saved my life, and oh my gosh, you did this and did that. Well, most of my clients are females, but if that was a bunch of men, I would feel like, okay, hell yeah, you know, check me out. But, you know, when you're able to help people and fix themselves and their issues, it feels like your purpose. You know, it feels good. It puts that energy into you, but also they expect you to keep fixing them, and you can't do that. You can't take that on.
What I like to refer to with that, especially with clients, because I get a lot of clients that are empaths, and I'm like, you know what? Don't ever step in front of somebody else's lesson.
Right.
I mean, you know, if it happens naturally, that's one thing, but that doesn't mean you need to keep pulling in and saving them from their lesson. Sometimes their lessons, they've got to eat shit before they can.
Yeah, because some of it's karmic, and
Yeah,
you know, when you interact, you have sex, you take on that person's
for real.
shit, and you're taking on their problems and everything else, their energy. You're taking on their karma too, and so you have to be really careful with that, especially for those that have done so much healing. So, you know, when you meet people, it's not because the universe just brought them in. You're choosing to bring them in, okay? And you can choose not to either, especially if you take time to evaluate and also make sure that the words match their actions. Make sure that they're following through, you know. See if they're teasing other people and looking down on other people. How they act. How they act is going to tell you exactly who they are.
Yeah, definitely.
So when you're meeting an alcoholic, a narcissist, a druggie, your soul is telling you, run, bitch, run. But your body's saying, oh my God, this feels so good. It's familiar. You know, let me come in, just take it in. And that's not, it's going to take you through another lesson. Okay. And that's
It really is. It really is. It really, really is.
Yeah. You know, and the only way to break this is to respond differently. To respond differently when you're met with these people that come into your life and, oh, well, that might be my purpose, is just to deal with alcoholics. No.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not. You know, if they're trying to fix themselves, that's one thing. And you guys, again, if you're going at it together, you're fighting that together. But at the same time, they can't be not willing to pick that up.
Right. So a lot of these things are us, you guys, you yourself. This means you have more work to do. And, you know, allowing yourself to love yourself fully to where you don't settle for this shit is key to everything. So, you know, just remember, try not to open up too quickly with other people, and, you know, don't ignore discord, don't ignore dysfunction, or that, you know, that
feeling, that
yeah,
gut
I don't know
feeling,
how to
you guys.
explain that.
I always tell people too, like if you go with your gut, okay, because your heart will lead you astray. Your heart will lead you astray.
Oh,
Most
yeah.
of us are genuine, loving type of people, especially spiritual people. You know, we get a lot of those love and lighters, and they're like, "What do you mean I have to be mean?" No, you got to put your foot down sometimes. So I get it. We're just like that naturally.
Mhm.
Naturally, we're like that. But
You know, and the way you can do this is continue to be yourself. If you meet somebody, take it slow. Take it slow, you know, because sometimes anxiety, they bring anxiety, and your energy is feeling like sick in the stomach. That could be easily mistaken for butterflies or the shits. I mean, you know, either one.
bubble guts.
But anxiety could easily be confused with excitement
yeah.
and chaos with chemistry, because
Yeah.
it gives you that neurological shit. You know what I mean?
You guys, we did a really good segment about like a couple months ago on, you know, what it is, like, is it trauma, is it the loved one we did?
Oh yeah, is it a trauma bond? Is it karmatic bond, or is it actually a soulmate?
Yeah, so I would say, because everybody gets caught up in this whole soulmate thing, sometimes they're
Especially,
not soulmates.
what is it called, where the one in one person, the 11, what are the twin flame?
Twin flame, yeah, you guys, they're completely different. So if you haven't seen that episode, go back and watch that episode, especially if you're trying to break these habits or these patterns, or you're just tired of dealing with it.
Right.
You know? Go
Right.
back and watch that episode. That was very eye-opening, even for myself. I
Yeah,
will say, you know, my husband had a grandfather who always said, you learn something new every day. It doesn't matter how old you get. It's just if you're smart enough to pick it up or not.
Right.
And you do.
Yeah. So, you know, the way to break these patterns is, first of all, create your non-negotiables. What are you not going to put up with?
What are you not going to let slide?
Yeah, what kind of person are you not going to allow in? Like, you know, for those who attract the people that are alcoholics, druggies, anything like that,
Yeah.
I refuse to connect with anybody who is actively struggling or actively healing with addiction.
And you know what? You guys speak that to the universe as well.
Yeah.
You know, don't just implement it upon yourself. The universe is listening. You just need to talk to her.
Yeah, and if you are somebody who likes constant communication, I need absolute constant communication. Also, learn not to chase and over explain yourself.
Over explaining is a big one, guys.
Yeah.
And narcissists will watch you from afar to
Oh, yeah.
to pick up on that.
Yep. And also, like, make sure that you are implementing these not only with yourself, you know, because I would make them like daily affirmations. That way you remember it, it's embedded in you, it's there. And also to the person that's interested in you. You know, before we get attached to each other, let me let you know what my non-negotiables are. You know, what I'm not going to put up with. And yeah, people might say, oh, you're a bitch or you're picky or who cares?
That's
That
not
is
what
gonna-
you're willing to deal with. Yeah.
That you're not going to have to go through another struggle or another having to start over or anything like that because you are taking care of yourself first. Who cares what other people think?
Definitely. And I will tell you guys, I have gotten myself in trouble recently with that. I never wanted to be with someone that was like my family. I came from a very huge family of addicts, and I was like, no, I don't ever want to deal with that. I hated that growing up. I hate it now.
Yeah,
And
me too.
the person that came in, it was like, okay, we're clean, we're doing good now. But it's like I had a really big eye-opening moment there, and it was like, okay, but
You know, and it's hard, especially because there's so many people that have been addicted, you know, and so there's a lot of people that have been in recovery, and at any time they can relapse, you know, and
yeah, and that's something you have to think about. I didn't think about that. I did not think about that. And so when patterns started coming up, I was thinking, okay, it threw me back into that little kid mode.
right,
And then it's no longer me trying to figure out what's going on. It's like, oh shit, why am I feeling this way? Why am I freaking out? Oh, well, this is when you were a little girl and you walked in on your mom ODing type of stuff.
yeah,
So it just threw me for a loop. And I'm a Virgo, so I way overthink things anyway, you guys.
yeah, and it brings back that trauma, even if you've healed from it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes we get triggered, and you know, you need to make sure that these are not the things that you're, you know, that you've broken these chains and then you're reattaching them. You don't want to do that. You know, whether it's your family or not, it could be through a partner, it could be
Yeah.
through friends and things like that. So you have to be really careful with that. But also, like, after you put down your non-negotiables, like, let time do its job. You know, allow time to come in and just take its space there. And also, don't forget your individuality, you guys. Any healthy relationship is going to allow you to be an individual person still and the relationship person. And it's not all about them. It is about, okay, well, let me do my stuff, and then when I have time, I will work with you, you know, or I will go see you. You have to make sure that you have your individualism there, because that is going to show that you're not willing to give your all. And you know, I used to do this all the time. I'd throw everything in, all my love, all my kisses, all my, no, just
Yeah.
you don't know what you've been missing,
Uh-huh.
oh boy. Okay, so you know, and that
Richie Valens, yeah.
Right.
Richie Valens.
all that did was remove my identity from me. I didn't know who the fuck I was anymore, you know. And then
And
when
those
you
of
get
you,
fucked over by
Yeah.
these people,
you
it's
don't-
like,
yeah,
oh my
you're
God.
like, wait. And those of you that go through grief, I know a lot of people that have lost spouses and things like that, especially during, you know, the pandemic. A lot of people lost their significant
Oh,
other
yeah.
and things. I told my brother came to see me because my husband did pass during the height of the pandemic, and I was like, he was me. That was my other half. Like,
Mhm.
I looked at him and he goes, how are you? And I'm like, I don't know.
Mhm.
I honestly don't know, brother. Like, he was my everyday, and it's like, that was us.
Yeah.
And it kills you, and you have to learn that all over again. So if you're going through grief and things like that, that's fine.
Mhm.
You guys just find who you are, and then build on that.
Yes.
And you know what? You change every day. You change every day, but those core values, they never go. Thank you. They never go away.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. And you know, being there for somebody who is grieving.
Yeah.
And you meet them and they're, you know, you meet somebody and 2 days later somebody close to them passes and you can't help that. You know, that's just something that happens. And that is not this person. The way they deal with that is going to tell you a lot about them, but also you can still be there and not be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have to be up their ass. Like, you can be there for them as a person and still keep your individuality. And I know that sounds a little selfish, but it's not.
It's not.
It is
and
you
you know what?
saving yourself.
I learned that lesson the hard way too. But that lesson came from someone breaking my heart because I was still grieving.
Yeah.
And so, and I didn't realize that my heartbreak was actually breaking their heart too. So it's,
Yeah.
you guys, it's an ugly cycle.
Yeah, especially because, you know, when they take that out on you, whether it comes in anger or comes in inconsistency or however that grief comes in, it still affects you in a negative way.
Yeah, it does.
So yeah, if you're being there for that person, don't romanticize that healing like I'm the savior, I'm the knight in white satin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
God damn, I just had all these fucking songs in my head. Oh. You know, and this is,
That's okay. I sang Rihanna all day yesterday.
I know she did.
It was, hey, I think I did her justice.
You know, and ultimately what this comes down to is keeping your space, you know, keeping your space, keeping who you are, and then allowing this person to add to you, okay? And when you guys are together, that's great. That's great. Enjoy your time, or have the normal discussions and you know, arguments and stuff like that. But also know that when you're by yourself and it kind of feels like, oh my God, where are they? Let me text them. Oh, they're not texting back fast enough. That is trauma, guys. That is you expecting too much from them. Sometimes they can't offer that. I know I can't offer that to somebody because honestly, like, I'm used to doing what I want, and I can't handle somebody coming in and wanting to take every extra minute of my time to text me or to call me. It makes me feel suffocated, and it's not healthy for me, and it's not healthy for them. You know,
because then you're about to blow up. Yeah, I know.
yeah, because I'll tell them, like, what the fuck, bitch, back the fuck up, you know. And
Do you think I'm cheating on you? No, I'm just
not that, I
kidding.
don't even care. Like, can I fucking breathe and take a shit? You know, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. And it's like, if you take a few hours, and I know people say, oh, if they take hours to respond back to you, then no, it's because they have a fucking life. You want somebody who's productive. You don't want somebody who doesn't have nothing to do with their time, and all they can do is focus on you and be needy to you. No, fuck that.
Yeah, I've had that. I've
You
had
know,
that scary.
you know, and also remember to don't close your heart, you guys. That's the worst thing you can
That's
do.
what I did when my husband passed. That's what I did. And you guys, I'm telling you right now, that energy, as soon as it's stuck and it turns into stagnation, it turns into sickness.
Yes.
That which will eventually show itself in human form. You know, people can actually die from heartbreak.
Right.
You know, so don't stop that. You don't have to love someone else. Love the puppy down the street.
Well, I've always believed you can love more than one person at a time, because I know, like, in all of my relationships that
Twin
I've had,
flames. No, I'm just kidding.
right. In my relationships that I've had,
Oh.
I've never loved any of one of them the same. And right now I'm in love with somebody, but I can't have them, and it's just because timing and where we are in our lives, we can't have each other. And I would like to think he thinks the same way, which I feel like he does, because he puts whatever time he can into me. So that shows me, you know, but at the same time, I'm keeping myself open to somebody I can be with. I'm not going to waste any more time waiting for a love that I can't have, you know? And so, yes, I'm hanging on to that, but that hasn't completely filled my heart. So I'm waiting for something else. And I'm not actively waiting, like, okay, in my room, come here, come fall to me, you know? I do my things to go out and meet people. I'm very talkative to people that I meet, you know. I put myself out there, and I just kind of let myself be me, you know?
Yeah.
Because
And no, you're like amazing. I will tell you that. I feel like that in the last year, because I think we both went through a really ugly heartbreak at the same time.
yeah.
And within that last year, I've seen you grow significantly.
Yeah.
You know, and it wasn't that you were afraid to go out.
No.
It wasn't that you were afraid to go out. It was just you hadn't done it for so long because
Yeah, and like now, because when I first went out, I was a puta, okay? I
Not
was
just
out
that,
there.
we were grannies gone wild.
We were grannies gone wild, and now it's like when guys sext me, you know, send their pee-pee pictures. Like, to me, I'm just like, before I was like, okay, what you gonna do with that, baby boy? You know what I mean? And so, like, I would entertain it. I would entertain it.
She's a Leo,
because
you
it was
guys.
fun. It was
She's a
fun at
Leo.
the time, but now
I was
I'm
like, put that thing away.
no, but now I'm in a space. Well, because I'm a very sexual being, so I can be a dirty motherfucker, you know? And I'm not gonna lie, that's just who I can be. But now it's like, that doesn't even pique my interest. It's not exciting anymore. I don't enjoy that anymore because I've outgrown that. And I'm just looking for something with more substance, you know, girth, length, you know, whatever. Just kidding. No, if they were to send a pee-pee picture now, I would probably send it back and be like, look, you don't want to send that to me because that is a disappointment. And, you know, 'cause, yeah, I'm a bitch too.
You
But
know
I
what?
just
It's
say it how
about
it is.
Motion in the ocean. I'm just kidding. Okay, my
Every
thing-
time people say motion in the ocean, you know what I think of?
Oh no.
I think of a turd in a toilet.
That is awful.
I know!
That
I
is
don't know why.
awful.
I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I'm not
think of
gonna
that.
get that out of my
head. The turd with the piece of corn on.
Oh, Lord.
Going in circles in the toilet.
Again, guys, we are unscripted, uncensored.
Okay, so that's where my mind goes because I'm just awful. I enjoy and I entertain dirty, and I don't mean like sexual, but dirty, like gross as fuck jokes and stuff like that. So yeah, it's funny. So remember, don't close your heart, but strengthen your discernment. Okay, and that's something you can work on. Your discernment, making choices, trusting your choices, and making sure that your discernment and your choices align with your non-negotiables. Okay, and also another thing that I do want to hit on is because sometimes people get with these good motherfuckers, you know, these good people in their lives. They're like, but they're so boring. They're
That
so
is not boring, you guys. That is
Yeah.
peace.
So then you need to look at yourself and be like, why am I afraid to have a healthy love that won't hurt me? What am I afraid of that I don't think that this love can give me what the chaotic love will give me, you know? So that's something you really need to think about.
And a lot of times you're still trauma bonded.
Yes. It's the neurological chemical thing that happens. So with that being said, we're going to go into attracting stuff that we have, and then also, you know, some self-love stuff, because you got to love yourself super high in order to find somebody that's going to,
love you even higher.
yes.
Okay. Oh.
Can
That
you
was-
take me higher? Did your bra hurt you or what? What?
It's a front clasp and it just went.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's lovely.
It is. So, you guys.
That's something on my tooth and I can't get it.
Boobies are popping out.
Yeah, I've got something in my tooth.
We're all on this. We're all on this. All right. Figurine candles. You guys, if you are in a relationship, you want to do your best to protect that relationship. So get you figurine candles, or you can even do the regular chime candles, tea light candles. You're going to get it in the right color. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, especially because I've been watching a lot of those real shorts from TikTok. And man, don't let your sister or your step and half sister come in and take your man, girl.
Mm-mm.
That's what happens on there. All of them. All of them. The half sister or the step sister comes in and takes their man, and they find them getting it in, and then they go off and marry the first person that they see, which is usually a bum on the street, and then they end up being a billionaire. See, that's what happened to me. I am manifesting that.
Well, all last summer I was trying to manifest a Texas oil man. So if you're out there, or Ed, I don't know if you remember. No, I'm just kidding.
Ed.
You remember
We
Ed?
need to bring Ed back.
Yeah. Ed, where are you? And if you're with somebody, please don't come and find me. Just kidding.
Yeah, try it, because I got her back.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just kidding. You guys. Okay, we gotta get through this. So candles, you guys, if you are in a relationship or if you're wanting to manifest a relationship, If you want to learn to love yourself, pink. Okay, set that intention. Talk to that. Start a ritual at night. I don't care if you do it every night. I don't care if you do it once a week. If you do it once a month,
Mm-hmm.
put who you are or what you feel like you lack in, but you're bringing that in. You're bringing that in. It's not something that you've lost. It's something you're gaining. Okay. Same with your figurine candles, your love candles, whatever. Again, white is universal, you guys. White is universal. So if you don't have any of the lovely colors, it's fine. Use a white candle instead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Figurine candles, same thing. I know we talk about using them for breakups, but guess what? They're used to strengthen relationships. Long-standing marriages, say you guys feel like you've lost your spark. Get figurine candles, place them together, throw some love herbs in there, and put your intention paper under them while you burn them. Burn your intention paper. You guys want to start getting freaky like you were in high school, okay? If there's no medical issues there, go for it, but put that intention in there,
Yes.
okay? You do not have to say goodbye. All right, incense, you guys, I know you've heard me say this a lot, all the time. You need to change that atmosphere. Love incense are really, really good. Say they don't have love incense. Jasmine,
That
sandalwood,
smells so good too. I can smell it.
yeah, lavender. We even got some butt naked over there, okay?
Some what? Butt naked.
Butt naked.
Okay.
And we got the kitty one.
Mm.
We call it kitty cat, but it was something else, just so you
Okay.
know.
That's funny.
You guys, oils. You guys can put oils on your body every day. Attraction oils, manifestation oils. Egyptian musk. Look at how pretty this bottle is. I would buy it. I did buy it just for the bottle.
Right.
Same with this one. We've got a meanie and we got the mommy.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So Miranda one time she had a date. Well, she put this on and she ended up having what, 2 dates in one
3
night?
dates.
3 dates in one night, you guys.
I got 2 lunches and 1 dinner.
Can you believe that? I'm like,
Nothing
No.
happened.
no, what's
But-
funny is because when I was dating, I couldn't even get a motherfucking lunch. All they wanted me to do was go and get it in, and that was it.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
didn't get shit. So I had to feed myself.
I was like, so I'm feeling like a snack wrap. So we went to Warren's. You guys, if you haven't had Warren's snack wraps, okay, or Dylan's Drive-In, I think that's what they're called. They are amazing, okay. I love the chicken snack wraps there. But anyways, that was one of my lunches, and they bring me a drink and all kinds of other stuff. They got amazing lamb rickies too. Send me a gift card. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right.
I'm just kidding.
See, and she can do that. I guess I'm too egotistic. Like, I'm too prideful. I won't ask for shit. You better fucking offer it, or like, then I'll just leave
Well,
it.
no,
alone.
because they'll be like, I thought we could go to lunch. I'm like, oh, right now? In fact, this is so bad. So if you are watching to my dates, I apologize. But I am a Virgo and I am picky. So I went on a date with one at Warren's. And then I met the other one down the road.
And you ate 2 lunches, girl?
I got a snack wrap and a drink. I left my drink in the car. And then we went into Chili's at the other one.
Oh, shit.
That was my 2 lunches.
I would have had to take a quick detour to the restroom.
That's when I gotta powder my nose. Yeah, so I did that, and then I came to work, and then I was like, oh no, I gotta go meet so-and-so for dinner. And I think he took me to Olive Garden. So it was cool.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, so Egyptian musk.
That one.
Yeah, that was this one.
That
right,
is the Egyptian musk. And I told everybody too. I told them, hey, look, I got 3 dates in one night.
Yeah, and that musk smell is so nice. It's just really soft, and it's got the whole. This is supposed to be like the old Egyptian stuff.
Yes,
that the Egyptian queens used to use, and also it helps you connect to your ancestors too. So you can bring your ancestors in on that motherfucker.
That's what it was. My ancestors were thirsty.
Yeah, they were hungry. It sounds like.
Yeah, so I did that. I got 3 dates in one night.
Nice.
Yeah, it was crazy. I have issues. All right, guys. And then we also have, so you have to know that all of our stuff, again, I don't know how many times I can say this, all of our stuff in the shop is pretty much handcrafted, okay? And that also means that we have some amazing partnerships with certain people. This Corazon, yes, it's a little bit pricey. She is also the same person who makes
I want it, I got it.
I want it, I got it oil. When I was going through the breakup, do you remember you gave me this one and you said, here, put this on your heart chakra? And I did, and I started to heal. That was a very, very rough breakup. And so we have this. You want to love yourself, you want to heal that heart chakra. You guys, it smells good too. It is so invigorating. You know, even if, and it's not super strong. So if you're having to go into work or you're having to do that,
You're having to live life while you're hurting.
while you're hurting, this is
Or trying to
definitely
heal.
definitely
It helps
one.
with grief too, you guys.
Yes, it does help with grief.
So,
I think I really started to heal my grief when I started to wear that.
Yeah.
So thank you.
mhm.
All right, guys, we have other love oils. So attraction for love. Say you're looking for it. Say you feel like you've done your shadow work. Say you've been working and
You ready to get out on the town.
you're ready to get it in, get it on. No. I was thinking of Pitbull.
So with these oils, you can put them on yourself. You can put them on candles.
Yes.
You can use them in spells. You can use it for lots of things.
So you guys know roses are good for self-love as well as regular love. You guys, so get some rose oil.
It's
Also,
also good for your face, your skin.
yes. Oh, she always does the beauty
Yeah.
part of it.
I
She
do the
always
beauty part. 'Cause-
does the beauty part of it.
So we also have rose water, you guys.
Ooh,
that
look
can
at you,
spray.
baby.
Ah, you got some?
Yeah, I got rose milk water and I got rose water. You guys, again, this is crafted in the shop. This is the gold. This is the good. And you know what? With prices going up, ours are still particularly very profitable.
I use the rose water as a setting spray, honestly.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, and I have two in the past. I
Mhm.
have two, especially if I'm going through breakouts and things like that.
mhm.
So geranium oil. We also have some geranium oil. You guys, any one of our oils, if you don't know about it, ask about it. We're more than willing to give you guys information. I know I've said that multiple times. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is good for attraction. It's good for bringing things in. You know, it's good to make your spells go quicker. There's so many things that cinnamon is good for.
Also helps you hold on to stuff like
Yes.
money and love and different things. Yeah,
Yep.
the money.
The money aspect of it. So you should just have some cinnamon around the house. There's times I'm walking through the shop and I'm like, oh yeah, that's for da 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 da. And my kids are like, huh? I had that happen today. And they're like, huh? Why wouldn't we need it? Because you need to know that.
Yeah.
You should know that. Cinnamon, y'all. Cinnamon. Versatile. Now, Florida water. You guys, again, your vibration, if you're feeling low and down and out, or you just don't feel like you're worthy, take a shower. I don't care if you use eucalyptus, if you use any of our prepared bar soaps, if you contact us prior and you get one of our prepared baths, whatever it is, you guys just cleanse all that ugliness off of you and start speaking your intentions. Start spraying your waters, putting your oils. You know, deciding what you're not going to deal with is just as strong as deciding what you're worth.
Yes.
Okay, so that's
And
what I
with
have.
that, I want to say that you can also decide the characteristics, and I've said this before.
Oh yeah, she does. But
I
be
wrote-
very specific.
Be very, very specific. Characteristics, the height, weight, size of their thing, their characteristics, their culture, the things, their hobbies, you know, anything that you want them to have, and make sure that they're available to you physically, okay? Because mine was not. All of that. That's the one I'm in love with still. So, everything but the physical. So, yeah, that sucks. But yeah, even after you're doing shadow work or any type of healing, these help to clear your energy. You know, every stage that you go through deserves for you to peel off that snake skin, you know, throw off
And
the old
step
you.
into it.
And I've always heard, like, in order to be a new you, the sacrifice is the old you. You
Yes, it
gotta let
does.
go of it, you know?
But you're not even sacrificing, you guys. You're stepping into something bigger and better.
Better and better. It's always good. I just had to throw that in there.
Woo!
Ow!
You guys,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
sorry. It's that Scorpio energy.
Yeah,
Oh.
it is. You know, you guys, and if you have any questions or any topics that you'd like us to cover, remember to hit us up on our Gmail, which is thewitchingour@gmail.com. Also, Witch Fest is coming up June 7th, and so we want to make sure and hit the Witch Fest. We're gonna have all kinds of vendors and some food, and of course, me and Miranda will be here, as well as Jeanette, and you know, some of the other people here that are constantly here. Anyways, all of our vendors are good. All of our vendors are good.
Yes.
They come up with the most amazing things that are awesome, especially if you're looking for gifts for people or for yourself. Something that's original, something that nobody else has. You're always gonna find it here.
Definitely. So again, all of our spots are gone for that, but come in and have a good time. It's family fun. It's family friendly.
Right.
And sometimes it's just good to get out.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to be targeted. You're not going to be any of those things. I know a lot of us have got a lot of people that are finally finding their spiritualness, or they want to know more and they just want to come in and check stuff out. Do it.
Yeah.
If you do have anxiety, that is probably not the best day to come. We do get pretty huge amounts of traffic.
Yeah.
So,
And also, we will not be doing full readings that day, you guys, so please don't expect that.
yeah.
We are doing mini readings, mini sessions, because we are going to have people coming in and out and in and out. So that's what we're offering for that day. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, if you do want a full reading, you guys can book with us.
Mhm.
You can call the shop and book with us.
On our social media.
On our social medias, yes, you
Or
guys.
our business cards will be at the front as well. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we will give you some more information as the time gets closer to our tarot classes. Yes, these tarot classes are taught by us. We are avid readers. We have been avid readers. Not just that, we were not taught through a book. A lot of our stuff, you know, that we put out there has to do with us being avid readers, having to do with us, you know, working with spirits. You're going to get a lot of people that are saying, oh, we're offering a tarot class, or even pulling the same likeness and saying, hey, it's not going to be the same experience.
it won't.
So, I mean, we will release more information for that. It's completely entirely up to you if you want to do the second or the third class. The second class will be letting you know more about more recently. And yeah.
And so like, and I am all for people doing classes and different things like that, you know, and you're going to get different from everybody, you guys. So just know that with me and Miranda, that's the angle we're using is our natural abilities to read, working with your psychic and intuition as far as the cards go, and also showing you how to lay out, but also showing you how to protect yourself, your cards,
you guys,
your energies, and
I
the
feel
people
like
you read for.
Yeah, and I feel like that's something that's not really regularly put out there either. You guys do have to protect yourself. I know that sounds silly, but I've said it once, I'll say it a million times over. You know, when you decide to delve into the spiritual world, you're taking a big ass bell and you're ringing it, and you got people that are going to come in because they just want to fuck with you, or they're going to come in because they feel that energy.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
And you know what comes in good comes in bad too. So yes, you are accepting both, and most of the time it's going to be mostly good. You know, just unless it's your calling to bring in the bad or the negative, the heavy, the dark.
But don't think for 1 second you're not strong enough to deal with it.
Right. Yeah. So I just wanted to put that out there that like I'm so for people doing their thing and doing classes like that. Yeah, because you learn differently from everybody, and it's just your preference and who you vibe with.
Yeah.
But make sure the energy's right, you guys.
Don't just fall for things.
Right.
And then if you are wanting to take a class with us, ask about it. Come into the shop, ask about it, hit up our webpage. We do offer different classes. We offer, you know, Friday night discussions. Usually that's on the store page, which is As Above, So Below on Facebook.
Yes.
So.
And if there's anything you guys want to learn, like there's a lot of people that want to learn how to work their gifts. You know what I mean? So when we get these tarot classes, like intact and we're rolling with that, you know, then we might start working on certain gifts, like, but focused gifts, you know.
Yeah,
So
we'll offer different
specifically
classes
for those
focusing on
people,
those.
because that is what you guys are wanting, and that's what I've heard from people already. And also working with your gifted children. Okay, children are a different story because they are so young. Their minds sometimes can't absorb the things that us as adults can, and you know, just helping them to feel safe and secure in their gifts
Is a big thing.
it is a big thing.
And sometimes if they're not prepared for it, you can bring them into the shop and we can help walk them through that. That we don't need a class for, especially if they're struggling
Yes.
or if you know, you're concerned or things like that. You guys can come in. We're very likable people. It's a very loving community. I think a lot of people have that whole, you know, either you're good or you're bad, and that's
Yeah.
not what it is.
It's
So
it's so gray in many shades of gray. But yeah, I have my granddaughter that comes. She loves Miranda. She's like, Grandma, I think I need to go see Miranda. And I said, why? She goes, well, because so Miranda helped close her third eye a little bit, just enough, because she was so open, and for her being so little, it scared her, but not enough to make her cry. It scared her, but not enough to like make her freak out or anything like that. She's very aware, and she's 7.
yeah,
She's very aware of what is coming to her because she knows from me. And but she just doesn't like it, and it scares her sometimes, but she won't say nothing.
and
so,
it gets overwhelming too.
yeah. And so Miranda helped, you know, shut that down a little bit. And then she's like, nope, I'm hearing voices again. I need to go see Miranda. And, you know, she just wants to keep it not closed, but she wants to keep it at a minimal
Yeah.
because she feels like she can't concentrate otherwise. And for my granddaughter being 7 years old, we have raised our children in our family to be very vocal and to be very independent in their thinking, and they are allowed to do what they feel is right for themselves. You know what
Yes,
I mean?
definitely.
So her parents didn't choose this; she chose this herself, and we're just down for it. You know, that's what you want, baby. That's what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
And I know that there's been people that have come to you that are adults now, and they're like, no, I'm not dealing with this. I need you to get rid of this.
mhm.
We never take it from them. We just teach them how to deal with certain things or how to block that part out.
Yes.
So, with that being said, you guys, thank you for tuning in
Yeah.
for some more witchy fun tips and tricks and all our
Yeah.
craziness that we offer.
Yeah. Lots of crazy this time around, and it's okay. It's okay. You guys have a great weekend.
Yes.
Don't drink and drive.
No.
Stay safe. It's starting to get warm, so remember all the hotheads are coming out and the people doing crazy stuff. So just be mindful and aware of your surroundings.
Remember, kids are out on the roads too, guys. Don't be zooming by.
Yeah. Watch for motorcycles. Don't flip your cigarettes out the window.
Oops.
No, I had one of my friends that her brother got in a bad accident because the cigarette went into his face mask,
Oh no.
and he ended up dying because of that wreck.
It's awful.
It was burning him, and yeah, it was awful. So I'm always like, be aware of that.
Yeah, don't do that,
Yeah.
guys. Don't
Okay,
do
you
that.
guys have a good weekend, and
Yep.
we are signing out. Ciao.
Bye.